past 3 years, Sharp has introduced new models in every key category from segments 2 through segment 6. Let's take a closer look. In the workgroup category, we have grown our lineup into a two-tiered strategy. And you heard about this yesterday from Shane Coffey when he's talking about the future product that's coming in the fall. And you already know about these models. We have our premium models, the Advanced series. And these include the 2640, the 3140, 3640, all the way through up to the latest monochrome introductions that we have, the 365N, 465N, and the 565N. Now, these are premium models that are designed to compete against our competitors' premium models. And these products are designed to be used when you're selling on feature. These models are the Essential series, and you know about these too. 2615, the 3115, the 4140, 5140, all the way through up to the 564N. These models are designed to compete on price. These are big models. And all of these models on the bottom, most of them actually, are built on the same platforms as our Advanced series. So if you're competing in a bid, say with a 3140, and you're competing on feature, but you have to meet a certain price, you can propose the 3115, which is the same platform, the same duty cycle, uses the same toner, has the same CPC. So the whole reason why we do this is to give you more choices. And the thing is, why are we doing this in the workgroup category is a bigger question. So the workgroup category, which generally speaking is like 25 pages a minute to 60 pages per minute, this category has the highest concentration of business users. We all sell more MFPs in this category, all of us. We sell more MFPs in this category than any other category. So the reason why we're giving you a two-tiered strategy in this category is to give you more choices, to make it easier for you to sell the right Sharp product so that you can win that bid. And that's why we're doing this. So always consider the Advanced series are our higher featured models. They're the premium models. They're when you're selling on feature. The Essential series, they're more basic models. They still offer copy, print, scan, out of box, but for when you're selling on price. Next, I want to talk to you about high speed and light production. So yesterday you heard Shane Coffey talking about future development for the ultimate successors to the 904, 1054, 1204, the 6500N, the 7500N, and the 6240 and the 7040. Over the next 18 to 20 months, these products you're going to see them coming to fruition. We now have a full line of product offerings in these categories. 654N and the 754N, we just introduced this in December, highly successful. One of the benefits of all the models that you see here is that they do share some common finishing options: saddle stitch finishing, stacking and finishing, multi-folding unit, post-sheet inserter. They're all common across all the models shown on this page. This helps your dealership better manage inventory and as well as logistics. Then in our A3 workgroup series, we have grown our workgroup A4 products to a full line. We have our highly successful Frontier series, which, by the way, we sell a lot of scan-centric models in the healthcare environment, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a little while. We recently introduced over the past 12 months the Neo series, 4 models, 3 MFPs and 1 printer. These are compact MFPs and 1 printer, offering a lot of the same high-end features as our workgroup series models do. So it gives you a full range of choices for A4 workgroup. So when you look at the whole thing together, from A4 workgroup all the way to late production, Sharp offers your dealership a full range of product offerings. This is the power of Sharp. Next, I want to change gears a little bit. I want to talk to you a little bit about Sharp's innovations over the years. 15 years ago, we introduced the first dual head scanning monochrome 35 page per minute MFP. Is there anybody in this room who can tell me what that model was? Nobody that works for Sharp, by the way.
It's
The ARM350, the Tiger series. At that time, we were the only ones putting a dual head feeder on a 35-page per minute black and white. So why were we doing that? We were doing that to improve workflow, make it easier for the customer. And by the way, we're going to sell a lot more machines with that feature. And the reason why we implement that is because we went out and we talked to dealers, we talked to customers, we understood what the market wanted. Well, around the same time, we introduced common criteria validation. So common criteria validation is the highest level of security you can get to sell to the U.S. government. It requires a 6-month intensive evaluation. We send a machine to the government, they evaluate it, they give us common criteria validation. Once you have common criteria validation, you can sell MFPs to the Pentagon. If you don't have that, you can't sell to the government. So we were doing that 15 years ago. Today, almost all our competitors are offering that. Next, around 2004, 2005, we came out with our QWERTY keyboard, right? And today, most of our work group and above models have it. Most of our models come standard with it. Fully retractable, nice, elegant, laptop-style keyboard. What do our competitors have? Most of our competitors they're offering them now, but they're these bolt-on Fuji options that you really can tell that they didn't come with the machine. It's standard on most of our products. And by the way, it's elegant. Next, Sharp OSA development platform, right? We were talking about this yesterday, right? We've introduced this using .NET technology when many of our competitors were still using resource-heavy solutions. Well, then a few years ago, we introduced the first tablet-style touchscreen on an MFP, right? Today, the models we have on the market is our second generation tablet-style touchscreen. And the models that are coming out in the fall is going to be our third generation, our third implementation of it. Most of our competitors are still in the first generation. So these are things that you should be thinking about when you're talking to customers. Next, EFI Fire integration in the panel. What do I need to say about that? We're still the only vendor that offers that. And our latest innovation, Cloud Portal Office, and Akis is going to talk to you about that in a little while. So why am I telling you all this? Why am I going back 15 years and telling you about Sharp's innovations? Because I want you to understand how Sharp does product planning. Because our competitors do not do product planning the way we do. We go out, we talk to you, we talk to your customers. By the way, thank you for letting us come out and speak with you. We understand the market requirements better than our competitors because of this. And as a result, we're developing better products, and we're continuing to do that. And these are the things that we want you to understand, because this is what we're all about. So now, I want to talk to you about some key features that have been the direct result of dealer and customer engagement in the development process. Now, these are features that you already know about. I just want to remind you that they're important. Standard Pantone color matching on almost all of our workgroup color models and up. Genuine Adobe PostScript, standard on most of our models. Standard integrated retractable keyboard, and our standard enhanced security features, right? Standard data encryption, up to 7 times data overwrite. Actually, our newest models are up to 10 times data overwrite. On the light production side, full bleed booklets, integrated command workstation, and triple layer feed paper handling. Dual head scanning on our A4 ScanCentric Frontier series, standard wireless on our Neo series. So all of these features here have been the direct result of engagement with dealers and customers and working with our factory to bring the right features on the right product at the right time. That's what everybody's trying to do, by the way. So now, let me tell you about how some of these features are winning deals for us. So first, I have 4 success stories, but I'm going to go through them pretty fast. But they're exciting. First one, this is a deep water drilling company. This is actually a very famous success story throughout Sharp. 2,000 employees, they have multiple locations. Konica, Minolta, and Xerox were the incumbent vendors. They had 129 units, color units, about 50 pages per minute. So the solution were 6,500 because they did a very detailed site survey. They determined that they could replace those 129 units with 70 units using the 6,500N. Why did we win that deal? Because we were able to offer a lower TCO over the term of the lease. Because on the 6500 and the 7500 end, once you hit around 20,000 impressions per month, the CPC goes down significantly, and the incumbent vendor cannot compete with that. That's why we won that deal. Or that's why the dealer won that deal. Next, this is a smaller deal. This is an assisted living facility in Cleveland, Ohio. The incumbent vendor was Kyocera. They did a lot of scanning, ID cards, insurance cards, which they do in a lot of medical environments. And they wanted actually mobile printing for easy access to doctor's orders. So, of course, they wanted MFPs that are easy to use. That, you know, they all want that. We won this deal because the 402 SC has a built-in ID card feeder. So that was actually the seed product. And with that, this dealer also placed 3 654 ends, a 5141, a 465, and a 565. But the linchpin here was the card feeder on the Frontier scan-centric models. This next one, this is the Cincinnati Zoo. The incumbent vendor here was Xerox. Now, for 21 years. How do you unseat a vendor that's been there for 21 years? So they wanted a high-speed color MFP in their main office to reduce outsourcing. They were building a print room, right, which they never had before. They were outsourcing most of their work because they wanted to be able to print booklets and flyers in-house for the people that come and visit the zoo. And they wanted to replace various work with MFPs for different departments. So the solution ended up being a 6500N with a file rate controller, which enabled them to print these booklets and flyers. There's also a mix of 14 color and monochrome MFPs. Also, to boot, this dealer also was really thinking out of the box. They sold 2 Aqua Sports interactive displays to assist guests with different activities going on around the zoo, and 2 professional displays to view events and photos. The reason why we won this deal, because we could do full fleet booklets at a price the incumbent vendor could not do. And that was the linchpin for that deal. Oops. In the end, if you can convince your customers they need one of these key features, you're going to win deals. So with that, I'm going to say thank you. And I'm going to turn it over to Akisa, who's going to talk to you about opportunities with software and applications.